Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If it is your first time joining us, thanks for stopping in. My name is Monica and I'm one half of TimMon Life, and today I wanted to do a fun video and talk to you about some of my favorite applications that I've found to help me kind of through this journey of pregnancy. If you don't already know, I am pregnant with my first child. I'm at about 25-ish weeks, and our baby boy will be here sometime in September. So I'm always searching for new information or Googling a symptom of some sort. So these are some of the applications that I've found that have just been really informative and helpful in tracking this journey. Three, two. Okay, so the first two apps are kind of an all-inclusive app. It's a tracker. It kind of tells you all the information that corresponds with what week you're at in your pregnancy. So I think the first one is the go-to standard, which is the What to Expect app. It's by the same people who make that big fat book, which I have on my desk over here, of what to expect when you're expecting. So it's very useful. I have it on my cell phone. I'll put some screenshots over here. I'm at 25 weeks and 3 days right now, so it tells me that our little bean, our baby, is as big as an eggplant. And I always loved how it broke down the information. It tells you what's happening specifically with baby, how they are developing, and it has little videos that kind of show that. My husband loves the videos because he's a very visual person, so it's just great and it's very informative. They also have what's happening to you as a mama. What is your body doing to make room for baby or adjust for baby, and what kind of symptoms that you should be expecting. And it's all corresponding to the week that you're at. And then it also just has some fun facts, like right now, baby might have hair, but it doesn't have a color. Who would have thought that at 25 weeks, that's what's happening? And then it just also has some other like daily reading tips and articles about, things that you might be thinking about, tips for first-time dads, sleeping tips, just regular articles to kind of keep you, kind of going on. One of the other favorite parts that I found is they also have a section kind of down when you keep scrolling on the app, common symptoms. I cannot tell you how many of these symptoms I have. That might be a whole nother video, pregnancy problems and pains that no one talks about, because I've got a handful. But this is just something that's always really reassuring. It kind of explains the why you might be getting these symptoms, like why your body is acting this way, which I've found really interesting. Like snoring. Yes, I'm a bigger woman. I snore a little bit as is, but it's gotten worse with my pregnancy, and Tim loves to remind me of that. And it's because you have so much increased blood flow that it actually causes nasal congestion, which can impact how you sleep. So it's just very fascinating, and I like how it breaks that down for you. So that app, it also has ways that you can look at baby products. There's a photo journal. There's a community access where you can find discussion boards. I tend to find these in my email. They're easier for me to track through, but you can have it all right here in the app. If you're looking for a specific topic, there is a search engine as well. So that's one of the ones that I really like. So the second app that I have found very informative to me is called The Bump. It is a website as well, like a parenting website. I really like this one because I feel like the articles vary more than ones that are included on What to Expect, because What to Expect, I feel like I have it all in my book, but I think the ones on The Bump, for some reason, they're always in tune with what I'm thinking about. The other day I Googled like pregnancy sleeping tips or positions or pillows, and I was just trying to find something because my sleep has gotten a little rough. And then I got a push alert, 5 tips for sleeping while pregnant. And I was like, that's convenient. So it just has a lot of fun things. And this also tells you, what the size of the baby and how it corresponds. This one also has a planner to kind of help you think of things that you should be doing each week. So, you know, it's like week 25 to-do list. Plan a date night. You know, maybe we need to do that. I know it's quarantine and it's a little challenging, but it's just little reminders that, you know, life's gonna change. Here are some things that you can do in the meantime. It also talks about, you know, what you can expect at certain doctor's appointments. Like at 28 weeks, I'm gonna have a glucose screening. And so this kind of tells you a little bit about what to expect with that. And again, a lot of other testing and things like that, especially early on. I found this really useful when it was talking about all the different genetic testings. We chose to have some of them and not other ones because we just didn't feel like we were in the high risk category. So this one I found was very informational for that. All right, so those first two apps were focused on like information and learning more about what's happening to your body and really what's happening to baby as you grow and develop during your pregnancy. The other app that we've played around with, again, if you haven't seen my video, click the card up here. I have an interior placenta, which makes it hard to feel baby, which will relate to this here in a second. So the next app is called BeShell. And it is you should be able to hear the heartbeat of your baby with just your cell phone. And maybe I can show you how it works with my heartbeat, because it has picked up my regular heartbeat. And we've played around a couple times and I think I've heard a heartbeat with baby, but again, I have an interior placenta and it just, you know, I'm a plus size woman, so that does make it a little challenging. And I don't know if I fully heard it, which is fine. We like to play around with it. So let me show you how this works. All right, so this is the Shell app. So what I've done is I've taken my case off the phone, and something that it also recommends you doing is you put your phone in airplane mode. So I'm just gonna turn that on. That's more so, especially if you're gonna listen to the baby, just so you're not, you know, cell service. I don't know how it will really interrupt it, but they recommend it on the app to turn it on to airplane mode because it will work without airplane mode, without cell service, sorry. So what you would do is you would hit start listening, and I'm just going to turn my volume up. So it says, yes, please put it in airplane mode. So I'm just going to click that. Okay. So you should be able to hear that. That's just like the generic air. But if I put it, it takes a minute to find it because you have to hold your phone at like a certain angle so it touches the microphone but doesn't cover it. So that's part of the challenge. I do this all the time, and now that I'm trying to get it on video, it's not going to work. Okay, well, YouTube, apparently I don't have a heart. See, that's what the downside of this app is that it's very hard to get the positioning right because you have to hold the phone a certain way, but then you also have to hold it that way, like on your belly. And so I always play around and I'm able to find my heart, so that reminds me of how to hold the phone, and then I'm playing around trying to hear baby. But so there are challenges with this app, but it's fun to play around with. I don't know how accurate it is, but it's fun to play around with. So that is the third app. The last and final app that I have found that I use all the time, and I'm constantly looking at, is the Baby List app. And again, none of these are sponsored. I'm not getting any incentive for sharing these with you. These are just my personal ones that I found that I really like. So Baby List is to build your baby registry. And I chose this after I saw another person, one of my friends who's pregnant as well, use this for her registry. And what I like about Baby List is that it allows you to add items from anywhere, all on one registry. And so I can add Amazon, I can add Target, Walmart, I think I have, Latch Mama on here, which is like breastfeeding stuff. So you can just add, anything, IKEA. And what it does is when they go to your registry, they can select an item and it'll take them to the website to purchase it, and all of your information is already in there, so they know what address to send it to gift it to. And I really like the app because I'm constantly going to the stores and I'm like, that's really cute. And my husband goes, don't buy that yet. Somebody else will get it for us. So I'm adding it to the registry. Or I've kind of realized that there's certain things on here that I don't need, and so I'll replace it with something that will actually work better for us. So it's just always convenient because I like having it with me when we're out at the stores and things like that. So I probably will make a video of what we put on our registry for baby number 1. Again, not an expert. I could look back at this video and go, what was I thinking? I should have tried this when baby actually gets here, which is totally fine. It's a learning curve, but I wanted to share my experience with you all. So those are the 4 pregnancy-related apps that I have currently on my cell phone. I'm looking forward to finding the right one for when labor starts to track contractions. So I've already started playing around looking for those. Look for another video with some new apps, but those are currently the ones that I'm in love with, working with right now in 2nd trimester, heading into the 3rd. So please comment, subscribe, like. I think there's a bell thingy that you're supposed to hit too. So go ahead and do that, and we'll see you next time.